Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am nervous beyond words. I was just going through my Natlan, like, grinding. I was just cleaning up the last bit of achievements that I needed for Natlan before 5.8, and a bunch of people in my Discord pinged me and was like, Arnold, stay off of YouTube. Hoyoverse is dropping heat. I was expecting a trailer in July, right? We get one every year with the Winter Nights Lazo, the Overture teaser, the Ignition teaser. I was expecting a trailer like Monday or Tuesday of next week. There are over 1,300 people live in my chat right now. All I know is that it's 8 minutes long and I wanted to be live. So before anything, I just want to say I was live when Winter Nights Lazo came out. I was live when Overture teaser came out. I was live when Ignition teaser came out. And I was contemplating whether I wanted to do this live or whether I wanted to record it off stream and then upload it as soon as possible. I wanted you guys here with me because if you go to any of those reactions on my channel, chat has always been with me. I screw up my sleep schedule every summer for chat so we can all watch it and experience it together. Granted, I'm watching it for the first time, but some people are in here seeing it for the first time, and, you know, I want to keep that tradition going. So I don't even know what this is called. I don't know what it is. I was told to stay off of YouTube, period. So my mods have set up a link in the Discord where all I have to do is open this up. I click a button and the YouTube video plays. We're going to watch the trailer. We're going to analyze it, break it down, figure out what it is, and then after that, apparently Twitter dropped some stuff. We're gonna check that out too, and I believe Anthony dropped that for me as well. So I am so nervous, guys. Oh, okay. Captions. All right, here we go. Who is this? Oh, books. Windrise? Looks like the Windrise tree.
This
How's the audio?
Has always been so. Life abides
Great illustration.
No reason.
Whoa!
For
Whoa!
born by their own consent.
Hold on. Is that a
Death abides no
Wait,
reason.
no!
For
This
it
is the
cannot
shit!
be defied, even by those who see
Oh my
it
god!
coming.
That was Naberius Ronova!
Time abides no reason.
Chat, no fucking
For
way!
it deprives us all
The
equally,
shades!
yet brooks not a second
I thought this
to
was
be
Nod-Krai!
reclaimed.
That's an Istaroth!
Space abides
The shade of space!
no reason.
Oh my god, it's 2 in the morning right now. I'm literally... That's the sustainer of heavenly principles! The shade of space confirmed! What the fuck is... What is Hoyo doing?
The ruler of space stopped the golden-haired twin.
Wait, she's telling our story!
And mercilessly tore them apart.
Brother! Hoyoverse! Oh, fuck. Holy shit!
No, this looks more like Rhinedottir's doing.
What?
Please don't litter other people's spaces with your bizarre
Bro, what am I
creations.
watching? What am I watching? What am I?
Unsurprisingly,
Bro,
life
this
here
is
has
not
been rendered
Genshin.
unstable,
Bro, what is
tainted
this?
by the ruler
This
of
is
space.
Rhinedottir.
I have seen enough to know that repeating this experiment would be
Oh my,
fruitless.
I'm losing it. What is this game? What is Hoyo? Bro, what is this?
You seem to wield my power as if it were nothing
This
but
is-
a plaything
this
for
is
your
her?
amusement. Although merging with you has stripped me of
Naberius and
agency,
Rhine!
I shall still continue to voice my disapproval.
Please be playable. Please be playable.
My dear Rhinedottir.
Oh my
You
Christ.
have my respect,
Oh
Naberius.
my Christ.
Your nagging
This is a
one of the
Shades
only
trailer.
things that can get under my skin.
Oh my, guys, I'm literally, I have
And
to.
you, Istaroth,
Dude, Renova looks
why did you
sick.
bestow history upon
Venti's mother?
them?
Is this the Windrise tree? That would make a whole lot
I
of
had to
sense.
find some way to pass the time, did I not?
Istaroth!
It's clear
Bro, they all
that
have like
Asmoday
golden
is
eyes.
not
That looks
here.
so, they look incredible.
Well, perhaps
They
I could
have to
share
be
your
playable.
input a
This is
little
how I
earlier next
originally
time.
envisioned them.
But you're right. There's no trace of Asmoday here.
Asmoday?
Where has she gone?
Oh, is that the Shade of Space's name? That's the only one we don't have the name of.
It's time I put this space out of its misery.
Asmoday. Oh my goodness gracious, chat. What am I watching right now? Oh! Oh, she voided the space. That cube. Chat, bro, I can only imagine how many people are watching this and are like, who are these characters?
These meetings are just a formality. Does it really matter that only 3 of us are here?
Oh.
I, for one,
Oh
think
my
that
God,
we should
ma'am?
find her.
Who is that?
Since the heavenly principles cast us as shades, not one of us has
Hold
ever
on.
missed a meeting.
What
It's
if
like the first time I'm seeing all of them.
she just switched sides?
Hold up.
Finding her would do more harm than good.
Wait, what's up with
Now
the
there's an
Shade of
interesting
Space? She's like
idea.
separated
Better
from
than
everyone.
being devoured.
Better than being devout.
Just switched sides. You make it sound like such a trivial affair.
Dude, are we gonna
We
see
are
the primordial one?
Shadows of the heavenly principles. It's unthinkable.
Bro,
Unless
Dewey is losing it.
she
this
loves
is his-
her new master more than her own self.
Wait, what did you say there? Hold on.
You make it sound like such a trivial affair. We are shades.
Yes.
Shadows of the heavenly
Yes!
principles.
The primordial one!
Unless she loves her new master more than her own self.
Oh, fuck. So Asmoday is,
Do you know that you're being watched?
a master to another.
By whom?
Oh!
Whose gaze could pierce this far?
Bro, we are freaking, we're ants!
I remember those eyes.
The tentacles.
It was
Guys,
just before I
what
faced the
is
curse
this?
of immortality.
Pierro's him! Oh, he has it out for Ronova. Oh my God. Oh my God. Guys, I gotta watch this like 10 different times. Yep, there it is. Curse of Immortality, I think. Dude, Pierro's standing on business!
Ah, yes. He's an old acquaintance of mine.
Oh,
I'm sure
yeah,
that
right?
working
Because
for
they're
the Tsarevs has
Conria?
helped him let go of his past obsessions.
Holy shit! Oh, the
Nod-Krai
freaking
Archon.
Chads!
With her paltry powers, she dares set her gaze on the
Oh
heavenly
my God, the
principles.
gazes? They sound like aeons.
The heavenly principles have yet to awaken.
Brother, what is
If I
this
were her, I
trailer?
wouldn't pass on that opportunity either.
This music,
My
dude, look at their
dear
steps.
Rhinedottir,
The shade of spaces.
You know, I cannot allow you to think that way.
Hold on. Holy
If
shit.
I were her, I wouldn't pass on that
Chat,
opportunity
I can't
either.
believe this is real. Right now?
My dear Rhinedottir.
Okay, that's Naberius.
You
Okay,
know,
so they're very
I
much
cannot
intertwined. Their
allow you to
eye
think
color
that
change.
way.
That's kind of like Farina Focalors, like their two different eyes represents the two halves.
It was purely hypothetical, Naberius.
Naberius. Wow.
For lack of a direct order, I say it's time we intervened.
Oh,
Of course.
Are they gonna
To
pull
the
up onto
extent
that?
permitted by the rules.
Istaroth. I cannot believe it. Please be playable. Rhinedottir. Queen, ma'am. Holy shit, we're in Nod-Krai. Please, Genshin anime.
The gaze of the
Oh my
gods has
God.
always been considered a blessing.
Pierro.
Hence the origin and meaning.
Is he
of
gonna be in Nod-Krai?
visions. People have always yearned for the gaze of the
Dude, the
gods.
environment's in the Nod-Krai.
And yet, it is
This
said
looks
that
sick.
when mortals look directly upon the gods, they invite their wrath
Oh
and
my
retribution.
goodness. Oh my God.
And what
That's
of
giving
it?
eternal
Lives will be
oasis.
lost. A nation brought to ruins.
Wow, beautiful
So
environments.
be it. It
Dude,
is
they,
nothing
bro, how big is
I have
Nod-Krai?
not
Holy shit.
endured before. I already know the price of gazing upon the gods. So tell me,
Oh my
what
god.
is the price of killing a god?
Oh!
The god stays silent.
Pierro
As if the
in
thought had never
Genshin
once
Impact.
crossed his mind.
Hold on.
The thought had never once crossed his mind.
His mind? Who?
To all those who dare not look up to the heavens,
Her Majesty the Tsaritsa.
says this.
Oh
Behold.
my god. Wow. Celestia's right above them?
Gods have their limits.
Guys, welcome to Genshin Impact. I am speechless right now.
Inspection over. Return to your post.
Robo people. Oh my god, that's like Inefa.
Make sure the frost.
Oh no, never mind. Those are for two. Dude, they look like RoboCops. What the fuck?
Per the Pale Star Edict, we are to retrieve the damselette from Nod-Krai,
Oh!
whatever it takes.
Columbina! Oh, yo, Columbina believers, rise up. You've been oppressed for too long. Wow. Oh my goodness gracious. I need to watch that like 5 more times to understand what the hell they were saying. Chat. If I am out of this house in the next month, you will know why. I don't know how loud I got there. Brother, Teyvat Chapter Interlude? The God's Limits. When I tell you, I cannot believe we are in this time and place. Check the description. Oh my god. In the Council of Gods, no mortal voice is ever heard, and thus was the fate of the world arbitrarily determined. We know that such is the way of the world, but do gods act out of contempt, or have they at some hour begun to act out of fear? VAs! Ruler of Death Ronova, Gold Rhinedottir, Ruler of Life Naberius, Ruler of Time Istaroth, Director of the Fatui, the Jester Pierro. Brother. Also, Erica! Erica! Oh, chat. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. For those who don't know, Erica Harlacher is Venti's voice actor. Either Venti is Istaroth, or Venti, like, devoured Istaroth. Or Venti was created by Istaroth. But, like, I was not expecting a parallel like that. Like, hey, same voice actor voices both of them. In every language? Oh, so they're paralleled in every language. That is crazy cool. Chat, I thought we were just straight up getting Nod-Krai. I'm sure all of you felt the same way. Dude, Hoyoverse is in their bag right now. They just dropped the freaking Lord Ravagers a couple weeks ago too, and they're like, you know what, let's just freaking pop off with all of our games. We're gonna rewatch this. We're gonna run this back. Absolutely. Okay, so hold on. What's the thumbnail then? What was the thumbnail? Oh my god, it's her. My queen! Rhinedottir has a thumbnail. Oh my god. She looks amazing. She's not at all what I expected in terms of appearance. I thought she was gonna look more like Eden from Honkai Impact 3rd. I'm still very much, I'm like, yo, you know what? She could still be Geo. So we have the name of the Shade of Space, Asmoday. So we have Asmoday, Istaroth, Ronova, and Naberius. And it's confirmed after all these years, finally, I can stop saying, this is what I think. Finally, the Shade of Space is the unknown god. I don't know what that whole spiel was about a new master or whatever. I don't know if Asmoday is Paimon, you know, because, you know, I don't know what could have happened, but we know Paimon's running around with a traveler, and you know, Paimon goes in and out of spaces whenever you pause the menu, she comes out and then go back into the game and then she disappears. Paimon is being pretty sus. I don't know, that'd be kind of weird too for her to void the travelers to Teyvat and then also like Uno reverse and Gwobify herself. into this. Guys, they've been teasing it so much that Paimon is so much more than she is. And if she's actually a shade, you know, she's the if she becomes like the unknown god, like that seems very plausible. And there's been theories out there for years that have suggested that too. And the Traveler could be her new master, especially if he's growing in power and he's going to all these nations and he's uniting the world and he's changing the world and he's gathering all these elements, and you know, like he seems to be kind of building himself up as a descender on top of that can defy fate, defy the heavenly principles and the primordial one and everything else like that. We gotta watch this back a couple of times, believe it or not. I got all my hype and craziness out of the way. We gotta bring it in, gamers. All right, we gotta bring it in. Oh my god, chat. You know what I just wondered? Was that lady reading Before Sun and Moon and they got fucking killed? I just realized, I was like, that lady at the beginning was reading this book of lore and then they killed her. And I'm like, wait, that's happened before. Oh my days. This is the whole reason I play Genshin Impact. I feel like this is gonna go over a lot of people's head. Bro, I've been waiting for this shit for years. I still didn't think they would do it in this way. Like, I was not expecting the shades. I mean, I guess after Ronova and like the lore of Naberius, right? Ronova, Naberius, we knew about 3 out of 4 of them, right? We've known about Istaroth for a while. The fact that we actually see them, and that's how I always envisioned them. Humanoid, you know, kind of like when we saw Ronova in the sky, I was like, that was, you know, they have 2 forms, right? They have like a cosmic Lovecraftian appearance in game, but then like they also have this like very elegant, divine, human-like appearance as well, which is really cool. I need to watch this again. I need to make sense of all of this now that I got the initial watch out of the way, all the hype reveals and seeing everything for the first time. All right, let's lock the fuck in. I gotta make sense of this shit. All right, let's get it. Also, 07s to these simple humans that are just out here trying to learn. All right, they're trying to read some lore, and Hoyoverse was like, nope. You're reading Before Sun and Moon, not in my house, not in my firmament. I love all the different art styles throughout this entire trailer. I love the... So it almost looks like water paint. All right, yeah, look at that. Gather around, everybody. We have our lore. Damn, she's just like me for real.
This world has always been so. Life abides
Oh
no
my god, a
reason.
book about the shades.
For
This is
not-
literally Before Sun and Moon. Like, that's how we learned about the shades back in the day. I mean, this might be a new chapter of that book. Who knows? But god, that's so sick.
Life abides no reason.
All right, so they have the helixes over here.
For none
Oh!
are born by their own consent.
Life abides no reason. Death abides no reason. Space and time, they're all separated from reason, which is Phanes, the primordial one. So they are all without the thing that makes the primordial one. So I think it's like they are him, but they are now without him. They are without his reason. Bro, this is giving Honkai Star Rail, right? Freaking Lord Nias. Any Nikador gamers in chat? Yeah, and the artifact sets too, right? The Crown of Logos, the Crown of Reason, represents the primordial one who created 4 shining shades of itself, and so they reflect the life, death, space, and time, but they don't reflect the reason. So in a sense, it's almost like they're flawed. Wow.
Death abides no reason.
The statue of the omnipresent god, the eyes, the 100-eyed statue that was in A's freaking cutscene from all those years ago. Oh my god, was that reflecting Ronova? Oh my goodness. I saw the wings up. Dude, it's crazy how much more you notice when like you're not watching something for the first time. I did not notice that on the first watch, but god damn. The omnipresent god, death is everywhere. They're all everywhere, honestly, when you think about it. Time is everywhere, life is everywhere, death is everywhere. You know, you can't have one without the other. Oh my days.
For it cannot be defied.
Yeah, unless your name is Oh Captain, My Captain, Il Capitano, ranked #1 strongest member of the Fatui Harbingers, by the way. All right, he stood on business. Okay, he defied death.
Even by those
Just
who
saying,
see it
I gotta call it
coming.
like I see it.
Time abides no reason.
Wow.
For it deprives us all equally, yet brooks not a second to be reclaimed.
Dude.
Space abides no reason.
Oh, they hear you talking shit. Oh my god.
The ruler of space stalk the golden-haired twin travelers and mercilessly.
Oh my god, bro.
them
Ate the Lumine and
apart.
split them up into 2 different time spaces. And that's what you get for reading. That's why people skip lore. Wow. That was also a Murder of Birds. You guys saw that? The crows? That's my little feature, my little cameo. Oh! And I'm dead. Wow.
Nabir... No.
Oh!
This looks more like Rhinedottir's doing.
Yeah. So, when she said that, are these hold on.
Please don't litter other people's spaces with your bizarre creations.
Oh, wow. So yeah, those were oh, well, those like abominations, right? Like abyssal creations, and that's why she killed them. She was like, ew, disgusting. Get out of here, you abominations. Oh, this is also interesting. So this is the relationship between life and death. Naberius / Rhinedottir created this life. And then Death is like, get that shit out of here. And these two are interacting. That's really cool. Where even are they? The only thing that looks noticeable is this tree, and it reminds me of the Windrise tree in Mondstadt, which, you know, is where everything started. I'm assuming the Windrise tree is going to be very significant over time. This also looks like a destroyed dead world. This could be one of the spaces they were talking about. I don't know if these spaces, right, the little cubes, like what if every cube is a different space-time? I have to get used to saying her name. How Asmoday, like, split the Traveler and Lumine into 2 different cubes. So like those 2 different cubes might be 2 different places in space and time, because, you know, space and time kind of coexist. Yeah, I cooked when that Archon quest came out. I basically theorized that.
Unsurprisingly, all life here has been rendered unstable.
Wow.
Tainted by the ruler of space.
Okay.
I have seen enough to know that repeating this experiment would be fruitless.
Experiments, dude. I'm already playing Honkai Star Rail. I've had enough experiments for one day, thank you. Ooh. Oh, I love
to
this.
wield my power as if it were nothing but a plaything for your amusement.
Oh, her cadence is different too. So this is Naberius talking. The 2 different colored eyes. I love that. I assume the blue reflects Naberius. The yellow reflects Rhinedottir.
Although merging with you has
she is
stripped
not
me of
happy.
agency, I shall still continue to voice my disapproval.
Uh-huh.
My dear Rhinedottir, you have...
Another thing too is I feel like Naberius evened out the abyssal influence of, you know, becoming a sinner, right? So I feel like the sinner status, right, her transcendence as a sinner, what was kind of driving her mad, and then her devouring Naberius evened that out. And so that's why she hasn't like completely probably like gotten taken over by the abyss altogether, and that's what gives her command over Dainsley. If you don't, you do not stand a chance, my dude. I'm sorry. If you do the Skirk story quests, you're capping. If you're like, you could be mad, but like you're mad because you can't do anything, like dead ass. Like, what are you gonna do against this? Do you see the way she moves? Do you see the type of business she's affiliated with now? Like, what? And then you got Sertology leaving the fucking world, going to other places, fighting anything and everything that moves. I don't even want to know what the other sinners are capable of.
Your nagging is one of the only things that can get under my skin.
That's funny. Hey, you owe her a lot.
And you, Istaroth?
Istaroth.
Why did you bestow history upon them?
Oh, so that's how they knew. Yep, she is the moment. She is every moment, every thread of fate, every moment of time.
I had to find some way to pass the time, did I not?
That's funny.
After all, it's clear that Asmoday is not here.
Oh, and look at that.
Well,
she's accelerating time around her, which reminds me of the story of the gardener in the Before Sun and Moon, how the tree grew back in an instant, like instantaneously, like 500 years went by in like a second. Oh no, never mind, she's reverting it actually. I thought she was growing it.
But you're right. There's no trace of Asmoday here.
Oh, so they're
Where
looking.
has she gone? Anyway, it's time I put this space out of its misery.
Whoa, she can destroy spaces too? Bro, she's the killer of all. Okay. You know how the going theory with Honkai and like Genshin and everything was the imaginary tree, and every leaf on that tree is a different universe? I feel like Genshin is like flipping the script, and they're like, every cube is a universe. And then that's all of them. And I guess Asmoday has fled to one of these cubes and they're looking for her. And they're like, oh, this is a failed existence. Let me destroy it. Let's keep looking. Wow. This is spectacular. Oh, look at them. Look where they, also, I saw, dude, I was like, why is Robin here? The first thing I thought of when I saw her walking down, I was like, she looks just like Robin. I was like, obviously that's not Robin, but the first thing I thought of when I saw her, I was like, that looks like Robin from Honkai Star Rail.
Meetings are just a formality.
Yeah.
Does it really matter that only 3 of us are here?
Oh
I, for
my
one,
goodness.
think that we should find her.
Okay. So basically they destroyed the universe. They destroyed the cube. They voided it into like a death space, which is weird. And they're like, all right, we're back home. Let's make up a game plan. Let me just say, they're all absolutely gorgeous. Like, all of these character designs look phenomenal. I really, really, really hope Rhinedottir's playable. I want all of them to be playable. I'll get them all. I'll get all the shit. You kidding me? Can you imagine what their Friendship 6 lore is going to reveal if any of them are playable? Insane. I want Rhinedottir to be playable, obviously.
These meetings are just a formality. Does it really matter that only 3 of us are here?
I, for one, think that we should find her.
Ooh.
Since the heavenly principles cast us as shades,
The primordial
not one of us has ever missed a meeting.
Uh-oh.
What if...
Something's different. She's taking a liking to the Traveler if she's in fact Paimon Guobified.
she just switched sides? Finding her would do more harm than good.
Uh-oh.
Now there's an interesting one.
Bro, I cannot believe we have a trailer of the Shades just yakking it up, just chit-chatting. Like this is what Genshin has always been. Like, this is actually wild that this is a thing. We haven't even seen them in game. I mean, we've only seen, technically we've seen 2 of them in game. This is crazy, brother.
Idea.
On a random
Better
Wednesday
than
morning.
being devoured.
Just switched sides.
Uh-oh.
You make it sound like such a trivial affair. We are shades.
Wow.
Shadows of the heavenly principles. It's unthinkable. Unless she loves her new master more than her own self.
She loves her new master more than her own self. So who would Asmoday be showing allegiance to at this point, if not the Traveler? I do wonder if it is a Guobified situation. She lost her memories, she lost her strength, she lost her powers, and she is just this aloof 3-head character where Paimon is definitely the main character and she's gonna be the turning point of the game by the end. They've been foreshadowing for God knows how long how often Paimon is like, oh man, Traveler, we're gonna be together forever. Oh my gosh, get ready for some Paimonial wrath. Oh, Paimon's gonna turn into this ancient fairy goddess and use all of her power and Sussmon and all this other crazy shit. Like, they've been teasing so much of Paimon foreshadowing that when it happens, it's gonna be like a, oh my god, guys, can you believe that? Paimon's the main character. She's important after all. But like how we got here, if it is Paimon, I'm not entirely sure. Also, I think, isn't Aether referred to as Lucifer in the Ars Goetia? I think the Ars Goetia references Asmoday and Lucifer, which would be an interesting parallel with Aether and Paimon, since they're like inseparable and they're like, you know, the ultimate companions now. If something happened to Paimon where her memories and everything else just got wiped or whatever, or something happened to her, which caused her to like lose connection with Celestia, and she finds the Traveler, and under this new identity, now she's merged, now she's like attached to the Traveler, and she has no allegiance to her former life. I think that this is what it's referencing. It's not even really by choice, it's by, also, I love the triquetras. I think that's, you can see them on all of them. That's really cool.
She loves her new master more than her own self.
Might be. Which means, I mean, Paimon is low-key like she's a celestial emissary, right? That's what Kukulkan told us in 5.5. So she just doesn't know it.
Nova, do you know that you're being watched?
Also, Paimon also has a triquetra on her. Like, right? Like her, the crest on her, like on her main, like, chest.
By whom?
So she
Whose
fits
gaze
the
could
bill.
pierce-
And then Pierro
By whom?
fucking standing on
Whose gaze
business
could
like
pierce
an
this far?
absolute Chad. Bro, how? In what way? Bro, this is...
I remember those eyes.
Oh my God.
It was just before I placed the curse of immortality.
That's so Bro literally got cursed and never broke eye contact. He's like, I will remember you no matter what. Holy shit. Yo, I'm so, bro. Honestly, now that we see what this is a great freeze frame, by the way. Now that we see what she looks like, this low-key, in my mind, makes Capitano all the more badass. I'm like, bro, Capitano finessed her. And then you have people like Pierro staring her down. Like, Conrians are just built different, bro. Conrians are actually built different. Like, one of them finessed her. One of them is like, don't worry. You might have won the battle, but you're gonna lose the war by the end game. All right, we're building our super weapon right now. You're gonna be wishing you never did this shit to my people. Dainsleif is a little curmudgeon and mad right now, so he's whatever. And then Ronova is one of them to an extent with how she yoinked the heart of Naberius. So I mean, what can I say? Conrians are the best. Am I right or am I right? Crazy, dude. So yep, that's the Cataclysm, the Curse of Immortality. Pierro, the man you are.
Ah, yes. He's an old acquaintance of mine.
That's crazy.
I'm sure that working for the Tsaritsas helped him let go of his past obsessions.
Oh!
The Cryo Archon.
Cinema.
With her paltry powers, she dares set her gaze on the heavenly principles.
I don't know, man. The
heavenly
the
principles
arrogation
have
of
yet
the
to
shades
awaken.
ends here.
If I were her, I wouldn't pass on that opportunity either.
All right, so Fanes is still sleeping.
My dear Rhinedottir, you know I cannot allow you to think that way.
She's like, hey, go off, King. While you still have the chance, I'm rooting for you, my dude. I'm rooting for you, big dog. Even though I'm up here, I'm on your side.
It was purely hypothetical, Naberius.
Yeah. All right, so
For
Fanes
lack
is
of a
still
direct
asleep.
order.
I need to see, I need this, but the War of Vengeance. I need to see Dragon King Nibelung fighting these four, along with the dragons and the primordial one. I need that in my Hoyoverse. I know someone's watching this, okay? All right, I'm cashing in all of my chips. 5 years worth of commitment. I am redeeming it now. I need a future trailer of the War of Vengeance, please and thank you. Okay, I need to see Dragon King Nibelung. I've had enough, okay? And on top of that, we just got the weapon lore. So like, we already know the shade, like what weapons the sinners use, but the shades might use those same weapons because it kind of like parallels the shades, right? The sinners and the shades parallel one another. So we just got like essentially their weapons too that they used to fight in that war of vengeance. Insane. I cannot wait. Please,
I say
Hoyo.
it's time we intervened. Of course, to the extent permitted by the rules.
Yeah, aka Capitano already fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So I gotta make sure my rules are have no loopholes. God, I love this game.
The gaze of the gods
Bro,
has
these
always been
locations!
considered a blessing. Hence the origin and meaning of visions.
The scoff.
People have always yearned for the gaze of the gods.
Oh my God.
And yet,
This is
it
cinema.
is said that when mortals look directly upon the gods, they invite their wrath and retribution.
I love this
And
place
what
already.
of it? Lives will be lost. A nation brought to ruins. So be it.
Bro.
It is nothing I have not endured before.
He will endure.
I already know the price of gazing upon the gods. So tell me,
Jesus.
what is the price of killing a god?
Bro wants that kill. Bro,
The god.
you know what? I believe him. If he wants to kill a god, I believe that he will do it. But like, I can't imagine the repercussions of killing a shade that maintains like the 4 pillars of balance in the universe, in the worlds. Like, imagine taking any of those concepts of like our known understanding of the universe out of the equation. This is very Honkai coded now, like with Amphorius. Like Amphorius knows what it's like to have an imbalance with death, especially, right? With Castorus. So like, imagine Ronova dies or is just removed. You know, I assume if you kill the shades, it'll definitely. I feel like Fanes has a really good chance of waking up by the end of Nod-Krai. By the end of 6.x, I think Fanes is going to wake up at this point. If they're showing us the shades right now, and we already saw a couple of them in the game, right? We saw Asmoday at the beginning. We saw Ronova in Natlan. We understand Naberius and, you know, Istaroth has been kind of like leaving her influence around. I really hope we get to see the primordial one for Snezhnaya, especially, along with the Tsaritsa. I can't imagine the lore we're going to get in the next year. Are you kidding me? This is Genshin Impact. Like, this is...
thought had never once.
Like, this is what the game has always been about.
To all those who dare not look up to the heavens,
oh, that's cool. That's like...
oh, that's... those who dare not look up to...
That's sick. So this is like our first look at the area of Nod-Krai. This is really, really cool. Just like the environments of everything. Yeah, we're gonna get scammed here at least once, believe me.
The heavens, Her Majesty the Tsaritsa says this.
I think that was the Voynich Guild.
Behold. Even the gods have their limits.
Bro. And Columbina!
Inspection over. Return to your post.
Bro, this guy looks like a RoboCop. That's crazy.
Make sure the Frostmoon Scions don't pose a threat.
Frostmoon
Per
lore?
the Pale Star Edict, we are to retrieve the damselette from Nod-Krai, whatever it takes.
Whoa! Wait! Is Columbina gonna be the new moon? Because, like, there's no Archon here. We didn't get an Archon reveal. There's a moon. There's supposed to be a moon goddess. I wonder if this is like, is Columbina supposed to be the new moon, right? Everything that was mentioned in the web event. There's supposed to be a new moon, and she's kind of giving Zila energy from Honkai Impact 3rd, right? The Hersher of Rebirth. Oh my days, chat. Oh, the Sea of Flowers. Dude, this looks insane. So there we have it. Columbina is next. I think she is going to be playable. I think they're definitely skipping around between harbingers, but she also could be a Seelie, guys. The last Seelie who's covered their eyes and has refused to look upon anyone with love so they don't fall to the Seelie curse. This is Nod-Krai, so this is like also like this is like about the shades and about, you know, the primordial one and about, you know, the gods and the shades and Teyvat and the war for order and control of everything that's happened over the last 5 years of the game. But like, it's also about Nod-Krai. So I'm like, okay, how does Columbina correlate to Nod-Krai? They usually tease an Archon, but this nation's different. So I think Columbina might be in connection with the moon goddess, if not the new moon, from everything that we know so far. So I know that there's already a moon goddess, but there might be a transfer of power to a new moon, because that's what the web event implied. They were like, oh, let us wait for the new moon. And so I think like 2 of the moons are destroyed. The 3rd one is kind of idle. And I think there's going to be the transfer of power where Columbina might become like a moon goddess of some sort. Just because I'm like, that's how significant I feel like she's going to be going into a nation without an Archon. And every Harbinger seems to have a significant influence in the nation that they're in, right? Capitano with the rules of Natlan. Arlecchino, not necessarily, but, you know, she was still kind of connected in terms of, you know, her being a weekly boss and her influence politically with the nation. Obviously, Scaramouche and Inazuma and Sumeru. So yeah, I am so excited for this game, guys. It's so crazy. I did not think in a bajillion years they would give this to us. And you know what? I'm actually so excited. I'm so glad that I streamed this. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a tradition that I do every year with you guys. And, you know, it's such a fun experience. I've been playing Genshin since launch. I've loved the game. Every year, I love it more and more and more. I'm a big lore fan. You guys already know. And so learning about things that we've read about for years now and all of the the reveals of everything, like the omnipresent God, you know, them reading Before Sun and Moon, learning some new potential concepts as well with these like void cubes, like being different potential universes or different spans of time across infinity. I don't know. It's such a crazy concept. And this might all tie into like the imaginary tree concept, but instead of leaves on a tree, it's cubes in a void. Let me know in chat. Let me know in the comments, who's your favorite shade? Design wise, who are you vibing with the most? Out of the 4, who is your shade? Let me know in the comments and sound off in the chat. Damn, we got a lot of Istaroth believers. Ronova, Istaroth. Okay, well, Rhinedottir is like an exception. She herself isn't really the shade. It's more like Naberius. So if I had to go with the shades, removing Rhinedottir out of the equation, it would probably be a tie between Istaroth and Ronova. Like, I like Renova's design more than Istaroth's, but I like Istaroth's influence. Like, Istaroth's influence is kind of wild. All right, so Twitter should have some updates. Oh, wow. That's sick. Istaroth. Oh my god. Yo, they finally got their little moments. Oh my god, both of them. Rhinedottir, Naberius. That is so... Okay, so it's their quotes from the trailer. Renova... Bro. Hoyoverse! We are finally here. Also, it's... Bro, that's insane. Happy birthday, Kave, by the way. Who? That's crazy. They really were like, happy birthday. Okay, by the way, here's some dank lore. Have fun. That's insane, brother. I love how they're tethered by the helix, the DNA double helix right here. Their lives are intertwined. Oh, nice. And I like the parallel here too. Rhinedottir with the black side and then Naberius with the white side, yin and yang. So we have Asmoday. Dude, I'm so sad. She's like the only one that's MIA, but if she is Paimon, then Asmoday has been the main character this entire time. I love this shot. I love the lighting. I love her placements. She kind of looks a little sad, little worried, little sad there. She's also kind of giving Kiana energy a little bit. I think Asmoday definitely gives Hersher vibes. Yeah, so this is also Venti's mother, also the Celadon mare in Liyue. So she has Venti, she has the Celadon mare, and they seem to be like brother and sister. A lot of really cool connections and parallels, and they're both voiced by the same person. If the Celadon mare ever becomes playable or ever gets like properly revealed in the story, right? The spirit from the Moonlit Bamboo Forest, if that character ever gets officially voiced and they're also voiced by Erica, that's gonna be crazy. If all 3 of them are voiced by the same character because they're all birthed from the same character. I'm praying next Lantern Rite focuses on the Celadon mare as like the spirit focus and like lore drop reveal. Since we should be going back to every nation, right, during Nod-Krai. So that'd be a cool Liyue Archon quest interlude. That'd be really dope. The fact that I've been kind of locked in on the lore for a couple of years, this is just great. This almost, you know what this feels like? This feels like watching an anime after like supporting a manga for like it's like reading the manga and now I'm getting the anime version. Like, I'm actually getting to see all of the things that I've read about over the years. And so that's like the perfect analogy that I can make for all of this. It's just so satisfying and rewarding to just be locked in. Genuinely. Like, I'm not doing it because I feel like I have to. Like, I'm not forced to do any of this. It's just a genuine labor of love that I have for the game since launch. And the shades were a concept that was revealed to us like in a realistic capacity in 2.4, right? With Enkanomiya and Before Sun and Moon, and they've just been sprinkling all of this. I mean, we got 3 shade name dropped in the last year. We got Naberius, we got Asmoday, and Ronova in the last year, less than a year. And you know, it's crazy to see how accelerated things have gotten. And they're talking about the story of and this is also kind of like, this is like a universe that already knows about the Traveler's Journey, or maybe these are all like simulated experimental like Samsara worlds of the, actually, you know what I remember? You know what this actually kind of reminds me of? Do you guys remember? Also, that's a crazy frame to fall on. So like all of these, it seems like these are all different like worlds that are all independent spaces. This kind of reminds me of the Sumeru Archon quest, where like the Traveler, like they were trying to figure out what the dream was, and the Traveler and Paimon, the Traveler had to like leave the city to find out like what was beyond beyond it, and it was like a chaotic space that they mentioned, that was like mentioned, where there was like time was like distorted and like things didn't make sense. I'm kind of wondering if that was like a little glimpse of like what this is, like beyond these cube like experiments is like all just chaos and distortion that's impossible to like make sense of, so you have to like stay contained in your little cubicles, if you will. But I'm kind of curious if that's what it is applied like. Same thing with like a adeptal subspace creation. Zhongli, looking at you, Mr. Sussybaka. All right, you're the one that showed the Adeptus how to use subspace adeptal power, and look at that. Now we have the confirmation that Asmoday is the shade of space, and you're one of the original Archons. Venti's associated with the shade. What's Zhongli's story? Sorry, he can't say, he signed an NDA. I genuinely think Zhongli is affiliated in some way, shape, or form, dare I say, may have even been created by the shade of space. I have a hunch, I have a feeling. That feeling has never steered me wrong, and so I will wait patiently for the day that that gets confirmed. Also, brother has a cube in his hand on his freaking on his statue of the Seven. I've been cooking for years, chat. Water, wind, earth, and fire. Create for me what I desire. I think I fucked that up, but the crafting bench, the 4 elements. Earth is one of them. I rest my case. The same red of Ronova. This kind of reminds me of A's plane of Euthymia. The fact that she's got a moon in there. She's probably connected in some way to Ronova. There's also Arlecchino with the eyes especially. Right, the Crimson Moon and, you know, the Parent Harry lore and all of that stuff. But yeah, it's just very interesting because all of the Archons, especially, like, there are at least 4 Archons that connect back to the Shades with Venti, Zhongli, Egeria, and maybe with this, A, right? Because this is the same statue of the Omnipresent God's eyes that were present in that trailer for her. Oh, man, I cannot wait for DeWeet to make a video on this. My bro's been the freaking #1 glazer of the Heavenly Principles, and like this is like a field day for him. The only thing that was missing from this was the primordial one, but this is the next best thing. With all that said, chat, I think I'm gonna call it here. I have a long night ahead of me. I'm gonna try to edit this reaction and analysis and try to get it uploaded as soon as possible. If you guys can say bye to chat, if you guys can say bye to YouTube, that'd be great. I'm gonna do my little closing here. With all of that said, guys, this was spectacular. I hope I don't get a noise complaint tomorrow morning based on the fact that I was losing my goddamn mind at 2 o'clock in the morning, but I was glad to have gone live to watch it with everybody as I've done every year. I want to say thank you so much to everyone, the support of the stream, and hopefully this video does well on YouTube and it finds like-minded people who enjoy Genshin Impact's lore, and will help out my channel with discoverability and just people enjoying seeing someone genuinely like locked in on the lore of Genshin Impact. I thought we were getting Nod-Krai characters in a new nation and like the tease of some future characters that we're gonna look forward to in 6.0. Hoyoverse had other plans. We have a new Harbinger with Columbina, we have Pierro, we have the 3 out of, well, technically the 4 shades, but 3 out of 4 prominently in this trailer with lore that we've been itching to know more about ever since Enkanomiya's release in 2.4. And yeah, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone that watched this video, who was here live in chat. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I appreciate all of y'all's support. As always, leave me all of your thoughts, theories, speculations, comments, concerns, thoughts, ideas in the comment section down below. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to follow, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. Very excited to finish up the rest of Natlan. We have one more patch with, I'm assuming, the Mayor Javari next patch. We're probably going to get another Nod-Krai tease, and then 6.0 is right around the corner from there. But this was spectacular. Let me know what your favorite shade is in the comments as well. But that is everything. I'm probably going to learn a little bit more. I'm going to be rewatching this like crazy. But thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to be streaming this weekend as well. We're just going to be cleaning up some 5.7 content, but that's everything. That's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll have the video up in a little bit, chat, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.